Hey everyone, this is Ryan B with Practical Forex Trading, and this is your weekly analysis for the pound versus the US dollar. GBPUSD. If you want to stay up to date with all of our currency pair videos, make sure you click that red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. So we're looking at the weekly chart here, and our sentiment is bearish currently, meaning more selling ahead. If we look at this multi-year downtrend, going back for a good 10 years, we see just a couple weeks ago, price came up and touched the top of this trend line, then was rejected away, pushing through this zone that actually goes from $1.20 to about $1.35, moving well below it. And this is based on just giant market sell-offs. The US dollar is typically the world's preferred reserve currency when going into times of economic uncertainty. So we really see that playing out in markets this week with the coronavirus pandemic. So we see price is moving well ahead of this fast-moving average, which means there's always a chance for a recoil, but it's not that far ahead of it, so it could still move further south before that happens. Let's go ahead and look at our daily and apply our pivot points. So here we see Friday we closed with a pretty bullish candle. That's a good sign, which means we could see some retracing this week. But let's talk about where price will be going. So our pivot is 118.30. Let's go ahead and drag this line here. That's our pivot point. So I kind of think of pivot points as a likely scenario that price will likely visit that at some point this week. 122.50. That's our R1. That's our first resistance. If you go ahead and you can put these on your charts like when the week starts, then you won't have to go back and redo your analysis every day. You can just reference the charts you've already made and see how price action is moving up among these weekly pivot points. So 128.50 is our R2. Then we see if price could come up all the way up there for that ultimate high, but I think at this point it would really need a fundamental why as to what was doing that. Like there was a major market buy-up. There is a U.S. economy stimulus package rolling out this afternoon. Now it's rumored to be at $3 trillion, which could send markets back up. Will it last? I don't know. Right? It might just be a short-term attempt at a correction. Then we see R3 all the way up above off of this chart at 138.71. So we'll focus on R1 and R2 for this week. So pivot here, price could continue here. Price could kick back all the way to R1, 122.50. Extreme measures at 128.50, but ultimately would still be a sell. So let's go ahead and let's have to zoom back to our weekly to get the supports on. 112.30. That would be all the way down here, which looks fairly likely. We might see that definitely happen. So S. So this would be our first support. If 112.30 were to break, then our next support's at 108.10. So right there. And if S2 were to break, then we'd see our revisits of those 1985 lows back around $1.05 per pound. Looking at the daily, we see. Let's go ahead and what's the Fibbo line for this? I want to know. I'll put my Fib retracement tool on. Go from that recent high to my recent low. Then I see if price were to kick up and hit the R1, it would be just below this 50% retracement line. And at about that point, the fast-moving average would catch up. So looks for a next sell-off potential there. I think we will see a short bit of a retrace, but I don't know how long it's going to last. Okay, everyone, be safe out there. I wish you a very profitable week trading.